Say my journey, tina get I say my yamo. And yes I know money, and muaye yo. And you love
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold rather lofa and grandbaza.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I forget now ya to money. That's the baby, and I don't forget it now. So she work on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold rather lofa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking for podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and outside of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The flesh, the time, and the efforts are red. The broadcast we giving are real and the premise my best. The work with my life without fear. From Grandfather, Nima to Lufa. From Riverside, River G to Chile. From Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Montserrat, San to Bacalu. From Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
Be with you by the 11th hour because of money and small things they go away. And so because of that, looking at the candidates who got one of those students who refused money and pick up. And after he had no reason of refusing 200,000 and pick up, he had no contract with us, nothing. There was no promise made to him. The Unity Party didn't even offer him anything in return of his support. And so I'd like to say thank you to the Secretary General and the team for this support. This is what we call gratitude. If somebody stand for you, you must stand for them. And that's why I made it my business. The president have instructed me to be here until the election is over, and I'm here. We will win this election. All I can say, we cannot be complacent. For me, the election is never won until the election result is announced. And so we'll go everywhere and talk to everybody. As I speak to you, I'm going in the bush today. I will be in Baipa, talk to the people aloud, the session aloud. I will also be in Bunadi to talk to the people of Bunadi. The reason why I'm talking to loud is because the people of Buya, the elders came to me here and said, go tell the people aloud, especially loud, there's the 8 people. Now y'all got a senator and there's a susu. Y'all gave up today, and Buya will give up tomorrow. I'm taking a message from the elder to the people aloud. Now they got a senator, and so they must stand with us today, so that the people of Buya will take this senatorial seat, and Buya will stand by the people aloud in 2029. And when Buya will tell you to stand, you know where Buya can do. And so I'd like to say thank you. It doesn't matter of dates. We'll win this election, and we'll take the candidate to the president to deliver him to the president, and the elections have been won. Victory is here, and then we'll go back to our number one.
I will start with Basa people first. Basa women.
Yeah. yes, yes, sometimes when the video is overplayed, so many things happen. But again, folks, 6 minutes past 6. That's the time check. Let me see. Yeah, let me see how best to get this thing set. Okay, good. What a way to be alive today. Wow. Yeah. Today is another wonderful day though. It's good to be alive. I don't know about some of you, but some of us we are grateful because by this time, our mom, our dad, by then they were young boys and young girls, on this day, right? Because my you though, yeah, the issue of rest. Every time you wake up, rest. But again, on this day, April 14, right? April 14, 1979. For those of you who can still remember, those of you who know some of the history, you know that today is a great day, and it's a day to remember about some of our staple food, exactly as people where are we today when it comes to all of these things. After fighting hard for a very long time to get our staple food, in fact, the price of rice climbing up because of that, people had to protest. But again, how much for better rest? We moved. So today's Monday, the 14th of April. Let me see our best to bring Muna liquid on here from Zwedru, Grand County, my hometown. Even though I don't know whether Muna maybe visited Putu. Muna, I don't know whether you've been in Putu, and if so, in fact, what's up, Muna? I have a friend, and I don't know which part of Putu.
Live, how you doing? I'm good. It's good to be back here today again after having a wonderful weekend. We are back today, Monday, the first day, first working day in the week, very hectic day. Yeah, for your answer, maybe I've been Putu.
Okay.
Yeah.
And which part of Putu you were able to tour the entire Putu end, or maybe just visit a few times
I
and
went
villages?
Putu. I joined the way towns, other areas,
Okay.
Tiamas Town.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's the time I want you to call them. We talk them. Yes, that's my
Tiamas
time there. Mona. Yes, that's the
Town.
time that have the Putu mountain, the mountain right behind that
Yeah.
town.
So,
Yes, and the situated within our
yeah.
and so we the one control the resources from Grand Jila. Anytime you hear about Putu Mountain, those of you who don't know today, that there where some of us we were during
Oh,
the time
wow.
of war. There were our grandparents. They kept us, they carry us in our mountain. And Muna, look, yeah. Anyway, one of these days we will talk about some of the histories, how to, but go ahead, Muna, go ahead. Yeah, so you passed Putu Tiamas
Ah,
town,
when I ever put it in my town,
and and and
all
there's
of
a
that
tree,
passed through.
Muna, there's a tree, I don't know whether it stayed there, but I feel maybe if not, maybe the company, but there's long tree that it is the oldest cocoa tree in that end. I don't know what I say there, but if not, yeah, maybe I think maybe they may have cut it down now. But that tree was planted by our forefathers, and yeah. But go ahead, Muna.
Yeah, that's fine. I've been to other area that I put to that Paula town as well. All the it was in Putu towns and villages and things was fast. See, all areas and things. Yeah, I read to our grandchildren, so I don't know which my grandchildren.
Wonderful, great, Muna. Thank God that at least that you were able to visit my hometown and tour my hometown. So, sometime on this show before I welcome more quickly. Since I started working with True FM, most of the time people think they're from Bon County. People keep, misplacing my identity. Oh, maybe from Bon. Sometimes people be making argument and they will call me. Oh, maybe they say you from Bon County. Some people say maybe you from Mangibi. Some people say maybe you from. How can you people are just when you get ask myself and you want to be asking where I come from? So every time, so because some of us, for me, I don't like this issue of trouble, things back to back, telling people you're religious, all this thing. Let your good work, speak for you. That's my, identity. That's my ID, and that's what I move by, and that's what I really love to do. I'm here for trap, and I'm here for religions, and no. But my good deeds will speak for me, and you will exactly. So when you are good, people will be asking you. They want to know where you come from. Everybody wants you to either one way or other associate with the other side or the other side. But we say no more. Good evening, my dear brother. Today is Monday, another Monday to be alive.
Great to be here. Another day, ready to rock and roll on Sktv. You know, the last statement you may remind me of, it's in the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 16. It says, let your good work shine before men that they may see your, let your light shine before men that they may see your good work and glorify your Father who is in heaven. That's just why it said, your words and your deeds will speak, your action will speak for themselves. You don't have to wear religion on your sleeve, and your work alone will tell you that indeed.
And that's the point. So for me, all of the religious holiday people I don't even know more. All the things can move me because it's just a complete waste of time. People don't want to control. And more, you just know it. Let your good work speak for you. People will ask, where you from?
You know, in America, right? When you live in this country, when you understand how the people do their business, they understand that the more holiday you create, the more it takes for the economy. America transactional economy is $17 to $20 trillion. So if you take 1 full day off and people stay home from work, do you know how much it costs to the local economy? In every state, it costs hundreds of billions of dollars, if not more than that. So when they do the kind of a narrow, they pick few important days like Christmas, maybe July 4th, and Thanksgiving Day is mostly about family. It's not too much about religion here. It's the time that people take off their job to go, out of state, other part of the country, because don't forget that America is big enough to even be the size of a continent. So you traveling by air from one state to another, taking you 5-6 hours in the air. So thinking about that in the same country. So people take time to drive for hours to go see their loved ones and relatives. So the more holiday, why not just integrate it like the President Day? Instead of Georgia taking around President Day and Studman, just put it into one day and just celebrate all the president. And the same thing for religious holiday, roll everything into one, whether you are Buddhist, whether you are Christian, whether you are Muslim, and you just do it. I don't know, but that's it. That's the problem with religion and politics. They only bring about division, nothing else. That's it.
and the more frustrating thing with all of this thing, Mark, you see the quote, thank God today is April 14, and we'll talk about all of the progressive or aggressive people. Politicians are the one advocating for some of these things. Do you think that is real? So the thing, why in this what I'm always saying, you want for religious people to be associating with politicians.
They can be separation of church and state in our constitution too. They just don't respect that part of the constitution. They will only call constitution that suit their narrative. If you really want to play by the constitution, look, the constitution is very complicated, and that's just why it is. The reason being, in religion, we make report to God. In politics, we make report to men. You cannot put the two together. Even though you can say the founding fathers were religious, but the same way in America, but it says secularism. But when you go in their libraries and in some of the public offices, you see 10 commandments. But the reason is they take the politics out of religion because the two cannot be put together. It's impossible, because the essence of religion is we want to keep ourselves in check when it comes to God, and when it comes to politics, it's about serving the greater good for society, and that's making report to men, and men and God not the same. So you see the difference? You can put God and man in the same category.
And that's the part. So those of us who look, let me just say this to some of you today. For me, sometimes I can still recall during those days we used to broadcast the live event from some of the mosques. So every time we used to go to the mosque every Friday. So me, usually I used to go to mosque Friday, Sunday I go to church. So Mom, just imagine when I go to the mosque on Friday, I listen to the preacher or the man who will be preaching for the day, or the other imam for that day, Mom. If you listen, nothing different, Mom, almost the same things in the Bible about life. The man will be teaching, telling people that love your neighbor, love your brother. So, Mom, is that in the Bible?
There's the same thing. Every religion preach exactly the same thing. We believe there is God. We believe in love. We believe in peace. We believe in forgiveness. And at the end of the day, they are across almost every religion. Like I said, except for few fundamental differences. Like for us Christians, we're in the Holy Week of Lent, and we believe in the death, resurrection of Christ, right? God in the form of man, that we call incarnation. That's the thing. Even in the Jewish, when it comes to Jewish religion, their religion or their faith, they all say we believe in the same Yahweh, But the problem was they have problem with the resurrection. So it's the same thing at the end of the day. In Islam, the same thing. They will say Allah, but at the end of the day, everyone is still referring to this one universal being we call God. And the idea is an interpretation of trying to understand God. That's what we get differences. And I don't know. But at the end of the day, the fundamental core of religion. That's why you see when you read religious texts or any book, they always put Christianity, Islam, and Judaism in one basket. They call it Abrahamic religion because the foundation of those three religions is still one, with the exception of the other religion. Maybe Confucianism, Buddhism, we call them Osa religion because they.
That's the part, Monk. You just nailed it. It's the one. Go ahead, Monk. Yes, Monk. Like you were saying, so I'll just add up to you because we always serve the same living God. So I don't know where all of the holding and putting arguments between this and that. So, like you always say, I think it is just the human way of controlling people because certain group of people feel that maybe they want to control certain things. Certain group of people feel that maybe they want to have certain people under control. And exactly that's what's happening. So for some of us, for me, I'm not moved by any of the religious arguments, battle. If I'm Christian, now my work will speak for me. I'm not coming to be boasting around, I am, where I am. No. Let my work speak for me. That's just it. If I can read, in fact, I can even quote one scripture, but I'm Christian, there is anything, no argument, but anyway, that move. So, yeah, might want to say something quickly because it's embarrassing, Mark. How can you be a Christian, for example, and you can't even quote one scripture? You don't even know John 3:16. Then who are you?
You know the funny thing about people, that's why we say you got to read your Bible and read history at the same time, right? The very men we follow that they call Christianity. Christianity actually is not considered to be a religion because we are only following the teaching and life of a man in the God in the form of man that once existed on this planet. And when you read the Bible, the people who Christ attacked the most physically and in every way, shape, or form were the religious leader, the religious people, because he was like, okay, yeah, you talk about religion, but your lifestyle is totally different from what you preach. So whether it was in the temple, whether it was anywhere, every attack in the Bible that came from Christ, it was against religious people. The Pharisees, the Sadducees, the rabbis, those are the people that he attacked the most. So I was like, you know what? But then if you claim to be a Christian, then you cannot be too religious because religion is a whole different thing than your lifestyle or the God that you believe in. But anyway, we'll stop there for now.
Yes, indeed, Mark. Thank you. The same way we can read our Quran, we can read the Bible. How we can read the Constitution?
The Constitution. We like to read. That's the problem. Everything is in book. Remember, when you observe right in life, everything in this world is put in book or in movie. If you can't read, you will be walking like a zombie on this planet. Reading got to be like your everyday thing. You got to read because everything is either depicted in a book or in a movie. Any idea, all the great men that ever lived, how they left their legacy in books. And if you can't read your Constitution, your Bible, your Quran, your Torah, if you can't read these things, then my brother, then what's the point of arguing? You're not even reading. You must read.
My brother, look, we just what they on that is serious. We don't read. But we want for people to come, even our own rights. We don't even know our right until when somebody tell you this is a right, then you start thinking this is some of the reason why you see sometimes people are just paying money for things that because they don't understand anything. So that, for example, even when police officers stop you, Mom, you are even trembling because you don't even know your own right. You don't even know where to go. Oh yeah, man. That move today is Monday, Mark. Today is April 14, and I guess you can still recall on this day we already have our topic. Beneath there, those of you who are watching, you will see our topic. We'll have the VP of video we just played, but we're going to play for the second time so that because today we'll be talking about both the Nima County election and that of the April 14, 1979. Mom, am I correct?
For sure. That was 1 year before the assassination of the late President William Aratobo. That was a precursor. That was the first major event that happened that people say, you know what, there was a sign of things to come before the actual assassination of the former president. Yep.
Wonderful. So, Mom, that move, no time already. We're going about 20 minutes now already. So, let's just move straight into it. But, Mona, you have any kind of maybe update in
Yeah, sure. Yeah, last week incident happened. One Prince Gay, 34 years old, FDA Ranger, who got wounded by one Boginambi in Bazon, District Kavala, when he went on inspection in the forest there, but Boginambi guy, according to him. So he tried to ask him a few questions, but in asking the questions, we're not going to heated argument according to him. When the Boginambi guy chopped his hand, is like, why you trying to bend to take something too? And then I had it.
Well, I don't know what happened to Mona, but the Mona line is a little bit tripping. Yes, so indeed, Mona will join us later on. But Mark, some Mona have a little bit some issues.
Yeah,
Yes, indeed, the national capital is good. We are moving very, very strong here. Nothing much apart from some of the 20 national issues, things happening back to back with the CDC over the weekend having their dialogue already. Hopefully on tomorrow, we're going to look at that. NMP latest press release apologizing to the CDC for reason because they said there were a lot of armed police officers or police officers seen at the headquarters of the CDC on Saturday, and for what reason there were people were concerned about that. People were saying, "But what's going on? How come they seeing the huge presence of armed personnel at the headquarters of the CDC?" So yes, indeed, they just responded to that, and they said that indeed they communicated to the patriarchy, and they sent in their sincere apologies for whatsoever thing maybe that may have happened during the the CDC or that already. So that's one of the latest news that just coming up, and the CMC uh, also communication to the ombudsman for some government officials who are
yeah,
quote unquote
violating
campaigning.
the
I
code
think
of
so that
conduct.
right?
Yeah, I saw that. I think from the CMC, the violation of the code of conduct that people in
Yes.
government that hold public offices they are so engaged in this NEMA. The NEMA content rate is heating up much faster than anticipated, and I know you're going to get nastier because the vice president. I think you play that video for the audience themselves to see. So I don't know. Let me stop there because you are still going. Keep going.
Yes, so far so good, Mark. These are some of the happening, and the vice president and the some members of the Unity Party were also seen over the weekend campaigning, in fact, pledging their support for the ruling party candidate, which is Samuel Coker. And over the weekend, and that also spark of mixed reaction from the public. Others say yes, others say no. That's one thing. And as we speak, Honorable Yaka Koruba also in Nimba County also trying to campaign for Madam Ide Gangrowe, according to Honorable Yaka Koruba, he pledged his support to Madam Ide Gangrowe. So he's in Nimba campaigning for Madam Ide Gangrowe. So yes, indeed, so far so good, Mark, and the rest of the team is accounted. These are some of the happening back in the nation capital and across Liberia. But Muna, you were saying something quickly before Mr. Kane come in. You were saying something about
Yeah, I see
Zwedu, about what
something
happened.
when network, our network, yeah. And I said, okay, a 34-year-old FDA Ranger who got wounded by Boginabiga in Bazon, Cavana, while he went on inspection. So he brought up the guy trying to take the bypass. So he tried to ask him few questions, but in that, heated argument broke out among them where he got seriously wounded by the Bugnabi guy, chopped his hand while trying to bend, and according to him, trying to bend and to take something. The Bugnabi guy took his neck. He rushed him to the hospital, but later referring to the Tapeta Referral Hospital where he underwent medical attention. So the Bugnabi is a very, very serious thing in county that when they put to see a political meeting to have some education and thing about the Bugnabi in Grand County. And he got wounded badly, very, very bad. His hands, he couldn't open his neck. Yes.
Well, thank you, Mona, for that update. And Mr. Kanaja, Junior Mark, let's move now. Today is we have two major discussion or topic that we'll be talking about today. The April 14, 1979, the progressive their protest that led to the death of nearly 40 persons and almost 500 persons were wounded and so forth. And up to now, we are still into the same rest issue and so on. But Mr. Kana, good evening and welcome.
Thank you, Mabel. Thank you, Mona. And a big thank you to our chief analyst, Brazilian Monk. So, maybe before I start, I don't know something happening a few days, but Muna never informed us yet about whatever going on. The man got to bring the cola and the money to us with the Sktv family than before anything, because Muna just shining a few days.
Yeah. I saw you a picture today.
Yeah.
Thank God. Let me tell you that.
I said like the grace of God.
Okay.
Grace.
See the grace of God.
We don't got to bless the whole thing. So
yeah, nobody, like the grace of God. Nobody.
Okay.
I just manage my status. Like
But you're doing good. You're doing good. Sktv, we are proud of you. You're doing good. So yeah, on a serious note, Mabel, I don't know. I didn't follow the show from the start. I promise you that I'm gonna be here from the start to finish, but I'm sorry. I couldn't because I got a little bit busy before the show starts. So I don't know whether you have played the video of the VP. Have you?
Yes, I play it from the start, but we can play it if you ready. Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
I want you to play the video.
Please show it, please.
Then let hear from the man. Then we can talk about what's going on in Lab.
Makes me stand out amongst my mates.
By the 11th hour, because of money and small thing.
I was responsible for the death.
And so because of that,
6 months ago.
Looking at the candidates who got one of those who refused money and pick up. And after he had no reason,
somebody got something in the background.
He had no contract with us. Nothing. There was no promise made to him. The University didn't even offer him anything in return as support.
Hey! Please go.
And so I like to say thank you to the Secretary General of the team.
Yeah, but Sonny is playing in the background. We're not going to
this is what we call.
Let's stop that first. Somebody playing something in the background. Maybe playing on somebody's computer that they don't know.
Yeah.
But it's disturbing the audio. We're not hearing everything.
Yeah, it's not coming from me. It got to be someone else between Muna and Mabel.
Yeah, maybe
on check your side.
Yeah, maybe one got something else open on the computer. Because by the time you open this video, it started, talking.
Some Nigerian comedy.
All right. Maybe one is muted.
I had no reason of refusing 200,000 hour be with you by the 11th hour because of money and small thing they go away. And so because of that, looking at the candidates who got one of those students who refused money and pick up, and after he had no reason of refusing 200,000 and pick up, he had no contract with us, nothing. There was no promise made to him. The University didn't even offer him anything in return as support. And so I'd like to say thank you to the Secretary General of the team for this support. This is what we call gratitude. When somebody stand for you, you must stand for them. And that's why I made it my business, the president have instructed me to be here until the election is over, and I'm here.
You must be ready.
You want that video? You want that video going because he said something interesting just a few seconds after that statement. You want it going.
Okay, let it go.
All I can say, we cannot be complacent. For me, the election is never one of the election results is announced. And so we'll go everywhere and talk to everybody. As I speak to you, I'm going in the bush today. I will be in Baipa, talk to the people aloud, the session aloud, and will also be in Bunadin to talk to the people of Bunadin. The reason why I'm talking to loud is because the people of Buya, the elders came to me here and said, go tell the people aloud, especially loud, there's 8 people. And you got a senator and there's a susu. You gay up today, and Buya will gay up tomorrow. I'm taking a message from the elder to the people aloud. That they got a senator And so they must stand with us today so that the people of Booyah will take this territorial seat and Booyah will stand by the people allowed in 2029. And when Booyah tell you if you will stand, you know where Booyah can do. And so I'd like to say thank you. It doesn't matter of dates. We'll win this election and we'll take the candidate to the president to deliver him to the president of the elections and be won. Victory is here, and then we'll go back to our number one.
I will start by some people first.
You're
Mom,
muted.
yeah, Mom, go ahead because I want to say something, but I don't want to be the first. Let you.
I found the video to be very interesting because of the contradiction, there is a way, when you already holding public office and elections that come around, you got to be very cautious in how you carry yourself because either way you still represent the entire country. But you heard what he said. The president instructed me to be here until the end of the election. So Jeremiah is not interested in his duty now as a vice president. He most focused on Nema County election. And he trying to make the case about gratitude, but at the same time, a quid pro quo that you scratch my back and I scratch your back. For him, when it comes to Nema County, it's about Susu. It's not about Koga or adding value to the county in terms of what he did in the legislature. It's not about what he will do. It's just about continuing this gravy train that when you scratch my back now, I will scratch your back later. That's why I said keep the video going because he said something more profound. He says it's a Susu. That's why I found very interesting in that video. And for the part that he wanted to extend gratitude to Koga because he refused 200,000. So they are telling you why it's happening in the house. There's the game that's been playing forever. It's all about money changing hands. It's all about forgetting about the people, but you must resort to this whole idea that politics in Liberia is more about Susu and staying in power. That's the point he's making. So I guess if the ordinary Nimbayan will hear that message or that video, I don't know how they are going to interpret it, but it's more than an insult. And some of those elders, the people who call themselves elders sometimes can be very disappointed in them. That they are instructing this man that, okay, you're looking up to us and we'll do it for you. They are not even thinking in the interest of their own county. They are talking about this social thing, this or how you call this, this or legacy politics that you should keep continuing the old way of doing things. And that's just how I see in that video. So it's up to the people of Nema County to interpret it for a guy like you who originally from Nema County. For me, I'm from the Southeast. So maybe you guys, when it comes to election, your way of doing things is different, but I don't know. I'm not going to support that candidate. Hearing that from the vice president about Susu and quid pro quo, no, I don't think I'm going that route because I didn't hear anything about moving Nema forward, about improving the people's life, about what Koga has done. It's all about Susu. So that's it right there. Nobody said it. It never came from Sktv. It came from the vice president, the sitting vice president. So I stopped there.
What say you? Based on what you just heard.
Yeah, for me, this is what Monk said, the Susu, because since at that time he refused the 200,000 they pick up, so now it's a town that they support him to see how best he can enter that because you watch my back, I watch your stomach, that's what happening right now. So now you're looking at Booyah that now you guys got senators, so it's about time. You gotta help us to get there, then we'll tell you tomorrow. So it's Susu. You do it for me, I do it for you. So that's what's happening right now. So we left with the people of Nema County to open their eyes, be very decisive in making their decisions come next week Tuesday.
Thank you so much. Mabel, how do you interpret that?
Yes, I think, Liberia as a country, we far from getting somewhere. Let me just say this for fact that to see a certain vice president, we even talk about, people are district number 8, is Susu and this. Look, don't continue to give the people fake promises. Most of the things he's saying there is almost like, if you vote for us when we win, we will bring development to you. No. Do you know how long you've been promising these people development and it can't come? So that only they come in for 22nd elections, that when you win, that's the only time that you bring development to the people? No. So allow the people to free them for whosoever they want to vote for, because all of the candidates that are in the race, they are all sons and daughters of Nema County. So for me to see the the vice president talking about me. I always telling people the vice president worry a lot about 2029. Maybe Frank, whether you like it or not, whether on this video, that's just the fact. The vice president worry a lot about 2029 that maybe he don't want to be retired because, mind you, do when he lost, that means he may likely be retired. If he win, he continue. So he worry a lot. He want to see himself like someone who campaigning back to back, who have the people even to you know, he just want to do everything. But I think that's the wrong thing to do, Honorable Vice President. Nimba County for all Nimbalians, allow the people to freely associate, allow the people to vote, because when they see your presence back to back, they will feel intimidated. That happened during the time of the legislature of Prince Johnson Barrow, where somebody spoke their mind about what happened and they were dismayed. Even they were even punished. A lot of people were even punished. So I think the vice president had to be a little bit careful on how you perceive all of these things. I agree that he's the candidate. The candidate is the government candidate, but the people on NIMBA, allow them to choose whosoever they want. Thank you.
Thank you, Mabel. Thank you, Muna, and thank you, Mong. You know, I want to welcome all our people here. I want to say thank you to all of you for joining SKTV again. Today is another day, another beautiful Monday. Here is about 11:37 precisely. It's in the morning here in Phoenix, Arizona. Sometimes when you look at Liberian politics, you don't even know where to start from. So listening to what you just listened to, I don't know whether you guys follow CMC press release or letter of complaint of unethical behavior of Dusabogai government officials, the violations of the code of conduct of government officials. CMC has officially filed a complaint, and if it is not addressed, I'm told that CMC could go as far as to court. Somebody has to set a precedent in Liberia. It is unethical. It is a violation of our laws for certain government officials to use the Liberian people resources to go and campaign. So that is one. But listening to the Vice President, Jeremiah Kung, he made several revelations. Number one, he's informing us that the president sent him
directly
to make sure they win the election. That means they will win the election by hook, by crook. That should ring bell in the ears of all Liberians, Nimbayan in particular. Secondly, Jeremiah Kung is not telling you in Nimba County to vote for Koga because of Koga's record, because what Koga brings to the table, not even because of the 13 years Koga been over there. But he's telling you the only reason you should vote for Koga because the president says so. And the other reason, because he's a susu. In fact, he said something, maybe a lot of people don't know that. The two towns he was, he was calling the names of those two towns. One is where Nyatwanya is from. The other one is where Koga is from. So he's telling the people of those two towns that this is about Susu. If you stand for Koga today, the town from where Koga is from will stand for your own son Nyatwanye in 2029. That's what we're saying indirectly. A lot of people who don't mean who may not understand Nimba politics. That's exactly what he's saying. And he's saying the only reason why Nimba people should vote for Koga is because Koga supported Joseph Nimba Boakai in 2023. He said Koga refused 200,000 in a pickup. Just to support Joseph Nimba Boakai. So, because of that, Nimba people should reward Koga for supporting Joseph Nimba Boakai in the Unity Party. Is that an achievement? Is that an achievement that you can boast of? Is that something that you can ask the people to vote for? I think it is clear. The fear here is that Joseph Nimba Boakai is inept, is incompetent, he doesn't know what's going on. This vice president will go ahead and do anything and everything under his name. But the fact that Joseph Nimba Boakai stay the president, whether good or bad, we will put all the blame on him because he's the one that said he's capable, he's able, that he was up to the task, that he was healthy, that he had the energy. So Nimba people should know better, and know our people will know better. Nimba people are smarter than that. Nimba people are not going to fall for just what Joseph Nimba Boakai and Jeremiah Kun telling the people right now. We are smarter than that. Isn't it insulting to the people of Nimba County to come and tell and say, the only reason why you should vote for Koga because Koga supported Joseph Nimba Boakai? That's the only reason. So because of that, Joseph Nimba Boakai government officials, the Secretary General who managed the APRC, and the other guy who manages the Water and Sewer Corporation, and other government officials, and the sitting vice president, they are deploring the government, the resources of the country just to come and support their own candidate to go and add to their group of corrupt people so they can help them to exploit our country more. It is very much embarrassing. It also speaks to the fact that Joseph Nimba Boakai and Jeremiah Kun, they are bent on disrespecting the Constitution of Liberia or any other law in the country. But again, the Nimba people, if you are listening, our people in Nimba County, if you are listening, it's about time you show to Joseph Nimba Boakai and Jeremiah Kun that we are not stupid the way they think we are. They don't control us. Nimba people decide the destiny of Nimba County. Nimba people can choose who they want based on what they think good for Nimba County, not what is good for Joseph Nimba Boakai or Jeremiah Kun. Nimba people should vote based on what is good for Nimba County. All of the people that are running, they are all sons and daughters of Nimba. Vote for the person you think has the track record of accomplishment or uniting the people of Nimba County. You know, in passing, I made a post today, and it's getting a lot of attention from the Unity Party people and Joseph Boakai supporters. Some of them are here watching and listening. Some of them are not here, but I want you to take this message to them. The statement I made today. I stand by it today. I stand by it tomorrow. And I will say it again. You know, political position or political activities does not change you. It reveals the true you as to who you really are. I'm a person who I don't have it on my finger. And my head can fit in no human being mouth. I respect people. But I'm not afraid to tell the truth. And I know truth can hurt. That's why they're all getting in their feelings, they're getting angry, they're threatening, all that kind of nonsense. Let me tell you this. Let me repeat what I said today on my personal page. If you are a conscious-minded person, you're not crazy. You're not sick in the head. You're not under the influence of controlled substance. You are sober and you made a conscious decision to support Joseph Nima Bwaka and the Unity Party in 2023. You should shut up and sit down. You have no moral ground to say anything. You should shut up. You have no moral ground. You have no integrity. And my reasons are very simple. Number one, you are not doing it because you feel like Joseph Baka is performing decimally. You are not doing it because Joseph Baka is not meeting the expectation of the Liberian people. You are doing it because what you expected, you didn't get that. All of those can call yourself educated ones, smart politicians. You are a bunch of hypocrites. You knew Joseph Nima Bwaka was sick. You knew Joseph Nima Bwaka had no track record of doing anything positive for Liberia. You knew Joseph Nima Bwaka was aging. Jeremiah Kun was very clear to inform you that by 2023, Joseph Nima Bwaka's brain will be going downward. That Joseph Nima Bwaka will be challenged cognitively. He told you that. And you knew physically, even going to the campaign, you knew Joseph Baka was sick. And in terms of decision making, you know, when I make the statements, I'm now actually referring to the common or regular Liberians. I'm talking to those big guns. For example, Amara Kone did not support Joseph Nima Bwaka because he believes in Joseph Nima Bwaka. After Ellen's government, do you know exactly what Amara Kone wrote in terms of Joseph Nima Bwaka's behavior towards Ellen and the entire government as to who Joseph Bwaka is? But yet, Amara Kone decided to support Joseph Bwaka in an attempt to get back at the CDC because what CDC did to him. He didn't believe in Joseph Bwaka. He didn't believe in Joseph Bwaka can do anything for Liberia or he has anything, you know, that will change the dynamics of the country. He knew that. That was who talking. That was supported Joseph Nima Bwaka simply because he was angry about Musa's ability supporting communists and the Liberty Party fight. And not that they believe in Joseph Nima Bwaka. They knew Joseph Nima Bwaka was sick. They knew Joseph Nima Bwaka had nothing to offer to Liberia. They knew very well that Joseph Nima Bwaka's track record was nothing, especially given the compound complex position of our country, what we have been through. But then they want to come today to hypocritically present themselves as some kind of saviors or truth tellers. When you knew the truth, but you didn't do the needful at the time. All the people, the Martin Colley, Senator Witherspoon, all the people are a bunch of hypocrites. They knew exactly that Joseph Nima Bwaka was not up to the task. But because of hate, envy, and jealousy, for somebody on the other side, they decided to go for the weakest link at the expense of the Liberian people. You want me to sugarcoat that? Oh, Sekou, you know, you be person now in CMC, they're not the way to recruit people. Let me tell you something. Nobody, no amount of sugarcoating can change the mind of a hateful person. No amount of sugarcoating can change the mind of an envious person. Nothing. No amount of sugarcoating or political rhetoric can change the mind of somebody who is just jealous of other people. You destroy the country. You choose the weakest of all. And you knew his record. So, when I listen to Unity Party people, oh, that person is a criminal. Okay, let's put this for the record. And let's hold or take your statement at face value. What's ability company owe? He said he owe $3.5 million in taxes. Joseph Nyimabuaga stole $10 million from a group of 77, including the money that Libya sent to Liberia. $10 million. But you supported Joseph Nyimabuaga. For most ability is a criminal because your company owed $3.5 million. Jeremiah Kun stole the Liberian people money and built school for himself. Jeremiah Kun was the deputy to Thomas Fala. He was part of all the criminal activities, including the $3.5 million they stole from the Bulgarian company, for which they were sued in England. Tony Blair's wife, the former Prime Minister of England, was the lawyer for the Bulgarian company against Jeremiah Kun, Thomas Fala, Malba Molo, and the rest of the criminals. You know, we cherry pick in Liberia. Oh, that person is a criminal. But you at the same time, you are supporting real criminals who are stealing from you on a daily basis. Now, $3.5 million is bigger than $22 million. It's bigger than $45 million. It's bigger than $41 million. It's bigger than $80 million, $57 million. This is the government, just in 1 year, have stolen from the Liberian people close to $200 million and counting. But you don't have the moral, you don't have the spine to call them out, but yet to tarnish the reputation of good people simply because of political expediency, because you feel like it will help you politically. I can say this for the record. CDCN were bad. CDC government performed very poorly. But CDC is 10 times better than the Unity Party. In every step of the way. They are very vindictive. They are very irrational. They have no respect for the rule of law. And they feel so entitled. All of them. Unity Party people, they harbor some false sense of entitlement, thinking that they own Liberia and they own the Liberian people. If you disagree with them, that you are not a Liberian, you are less of a Liberian. But I got a message for you guys. The medicine for bullies is to bully them. I'm the chief bully, but I don't do it to common people, to regular people. I will not attack bullies. I'm on record for doing that. All of the ones you're afraid of, that means no one can stand up against them. Because I will always stand for the truth and nothing but the truth. And I care less about how you feel. So I just want to say, some of these things. as we, go on. I will say something later. But thank you, Mabel.
Well, thank you, Mr. Connor. I think some of your comments, I think they make 100% sense. And these are things that some of us will keep saying, but when you see these things, people bring you as maybe quote unquote you are for the other group of people or so on. No. But I think Liberia belongs to all Liberians. And let everybody be able to have that freedom of association, let people freely do things. In passing, you just said something. Politics is just about mind winning of people over from another camp, maybe to another camp. I want to watch Chelsea game yesterday, and I noticed something like that yesterday when Monk and myself were in fact we were talking before Monk coming. While we're watching the game, we went for first half, and politics, people, the guy were there, discussing politics. But the other guy decided to insult throughout, like, in fact, he's the only person, that own Liberia. So no, you don't talk to your fellow Liberians in the phone manner just because they are supporting the other side. No. The only thing you can do is for you to be able to convince and tell them that, yes, your government is doing this, even though maybe there are some lapses. But to be insulting back to back, and there where we are today. There where we are today, the country is heavily divided just because of all of these things. People think that they are the owner of this country. No other person should talk. When you talk, they want to come after you. Monk, what say you before we go for the news?
Well, that's just what we keep advocating for SKTV, that our people, the thing about elections is all about reflection too as well. You got to sit on the sideline and observe, because people will show their hands. They will tell you exactly who they are. When it comes to the issue of the code of conduct is very clear. I even get a provision here of section 5.1. It said no official appointed by the president shall engage in political activities, canvass or contest for elected offices, use government facilities, equipment or resources in support of parties in or political activity, or serve on the campaign team of any political party or the campaign of any independent candidate. It's very, very clear. That's a total violation. But for people who can do the opposite to bring about chaos in the first branch of government, if the people of Nima County will really reconsider that decision, the question you will ask yourself, we understand the political aspect, but why will a certain government will be so heavily invested in this particular candidate when in fact he's already a member of the legislature? Why? It tells you that these people, they could care less about you. It's more about power. They will win by any way means. Look, let me tell you something. The reason I'm focused on Nima County election because I believe they will be a litmus test for 2029. I know they will spend. I know they will. If these people can abuse or laws that are on the book, then it means they will do anything and everything possible, because I have never seen this level of desperation. The vice president, you can be in office and you can go and campaign here and there. But for you telling the people that the president himself sent me here, that I won't leave from here until we win. So you are telling me you are abandoning the job of the entire republic for some guy that is already in the legislature, that been there for 13 good years. So it's just an indirect message to Nibai that, you know what? Send these people the opposite message, because they are not there for you. They have no interest in making your county better. The guy who they are pushing, I don't think they have to make the case for him. His record's supposed to speak for itself, because he's not new. If I'm not mistaken, how many years? 11 or 13 years?
13 years.
Yeah. That's why I keep telling you, maybe in politics, when you get a job going, you don't have to market yourself that much. But when you see the level of desperation, it just means that the candidate itself is already a failure. That's just why it is. Because I don't know for any
government. Not to even cut you off. What about the statement that we're going to win it?
Oh, yes.
I'm going to take him back to handle him to the president.
Yeah.
So that means he came to muscle the win from the people in Nima County, and take it and give Koga. So Koga not going to be working for Nima people now.
No.
You're going to take him and give it to Jilo Baka. Do whatever you want to do with him.
Yeah.
Sometimes people can just talk without thinking. The vice president of Liberia, his own political future is on the line. He's afraid. he's not looking at this election. He's
Yeah.
looking beyond. He's looking at 2029.
Yeah.
He's looking at what message it will send. It will send if Joseph Mabuaga Jeremiah Kung supported Kennedy loses this election.
Yeah.
What message it will send? People are going to say, oh, Jeremiah Kung is not in control. Oh, Jeremiah Kung can't deliver Nimba without Prince Johnson. Oh, Jeremiah Kung has no leverage. That's a fear. And he's thinking about running for president. But yet, thinking about running for president, but at the same time, sowing the seed of division, tribalism, and discrimination in Nima County. Why would you tell two tribes in Nima County how they should vote? In Susu? Are you kidding me? You're taking up for a joke? Jeremiah could say is a Susu between a Mono town and a Gio town. What about other Mono people in Gio that don't live in those towns and villages? What is that benefit? Una tribalism? Come on, man. You should be campaigning based on tangibles, on deliverables, on accomplishment. What you have done and what Koga has done. You can't go around insulting our people intelligently. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not God, but I think these guys, they are attempting to cheat. They are attempting to steal the election. Every opportunity we will have, we expose them. But the vice president just sent us a clear message. Joseph Baga told him to come. Don't leave Nimba without the vote. Make sure you win the vote and bring it to me. Like you have a bunch of kids in where your children, you tell them what to do. Go get it from there and bring it to me. We have now been nice to the people of Nima County, Joseph Nima Boakai. Like every place, every other corner and streets in Liberia. Nima people are not exception. Maybe I'm trying to have us continue with the show.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't mind. We can bring the news bulletin if you guys want us to.
Oh, we can continue. We already off, so no need to go back again. I think they're setting up on the other end. Let's just continue the conversation.
Continue?
Yeah, let's continue the conversation.
Okay. Muna, what say you when you hear a vice president telling the Nima people, the president said, I'm going to take the vote from you, and you got to vote for the mayor, and when you vote for him, I will take the mayor and we'll get him to the president. So he'll be working for Joseph Barker. You think how is the Nima people going to receive that kind of message?
The man who said he Parker. I'm finding my husband to see a sitting Parker is there to see a sitting vice president coming to say the president sent me. They sent me for the vote. After everything you win and take Koga to the president, then we'll start our normal business. For the campaign going all over. But so there's in our town, now 2 towns you talk about, I know Bola and Lola and things, there's Susu, and I do it for you, do it for me. Is that what the people keep and listening to every time? You all do this, and then I will do this. First thing, it's very simple. If Koga know that, he been doing something or he's doing something with people in accounting, no need to worry. No need for that, but there's no talking. Because what you are doing or what you have done will speak for you. But because you do anything, no tangibles at all, he will not then be to just do what pleases him and thing. When he gets in the pocket, it's okay. Then they'll see the vice president coming. I will be here until. And they should send up a clear signal to the Nigerians. They should be very, very mindful. Very, very, very mindful. Because when they raise them from the Nima County, then you the vice president, so maybe the people job, the president send me. So that when you get their property for that election going, all out, making sure that they vote. Come to Koga, making sure that Koga won this by-election. The Bayans, you guys should shine your eyes, because anything somebody do, you won't worry. There mean I know I do something when people, I do a good thing for my people. I won't worry. I will sleep sound, because what I did for them or what I'm doing for my people, it will speak volume. No wrong can be for me, but because when I know that I do nothing, I do anything, so I'm finding ways and me to see our best to hijack that election. Not gonna happen right now. I want it. And when coming, I want to say he will be there on the election fitting. So people should be very, very careful. So it's like by all means, they won this election. And now the vice president looking at 2029 to go out to run as president. So all that involved. The Nibayans, they buy election. They buy election when they wash it out for this election. You guys will tell people that anybody go there. We can be full anytime. We can be full every time. Every time you can, won't do when you're doing it for me, I will do this for you. You for me, I'll do it for you. It's not a clear signal. The vice president coming out in the county to run campaign for Koga, and he's there. So that Susan, because the men supported at that time, he refused that money. So that now they should come back, they should pay him to see our best. So now in the Bayans, you people should shine your eyes. Go to the polls on April 22 and vote your country, vote rightly. Make a decision that will bring changes in the country. In Highball, someone come and say they want you to fool them and I and cook to damage the poor minds and to question our minds and their business. No, and I'm not so business. Man, John say when you gave me, I gave you. Then it's about the county. It's about the interest of the county to be prioritized. That those things that matters, the changes you don't want to see, that the time has come. So that vice president being in our county it shouldn't deter anybody. No one should be afraid to say because in here will be afraid and me to go vote and to vote at the end result. They go for the election, then you guys start regretting. No. That Nima candidate, that candidate, fun candidate say that's not LFM me, that's on that kind of point we go. No, you guys should shine your ass and vote to make a decision or bring changes to all of you. It's not going to be a great changes to Nima County, even the country for the by-election. So the vice president being in that place, they're running campaign, and the president saying run campaign. Then when you win, that's the president, let go guy here and win you. So for that reason now, Koga don't be working for you again. You'll be working directly with Joseph Parker. You will take order from the church, Joseph Human Parker, the president. So this by-election, you guys go to the pool with free minds, vote your conscience, vote for what you want. Now it was someone can me tell somebody say, yeah, do that, go to Boda and Lola and Tina, it done there. No one shouldn't be afraid because it's done there. Thank you.
Yeah, so Mom, when the guy said the president said I should come here and I shouldn't leave until the election, not only abandoning the position of the vice presidency, but also being over there, as Mona was saying, to intimidate the people. Believing that his president will intimidate the people, put fear in them. You think this is the best strategy?
I don't know it will be the best strategy. The one thing that I'm looking at, it's not only about intimidation. It's all about going there and using unlimited resources to secure the election. That's what he's saying. I think the reason why they are so interested in this candidate, because the thing is, Segu, if Koga was someone who was out of the legislature and you got a young and promising candidate or any candidate for that matter that is trying to contest, you can understand. But there's a guy that's been there for 13 years. I think they have figured out that because they are looking forward to 2029, they cannot count on Koga's reputation or what he delivered to his district or the county in general. I know he's just a lawmaker. So when he said the president sent me here, I don't see it as an intimidation tactic. I see it as a means that securing the result in their favor by any means possible. Because it's one thing to tell the vice president, oh, go and campaign for one candidate. But it's another thing to tell him, say, oh, make sure you secure the... It's almost like telling us that we came here to do anything possible to win this election by means of hope or crop. We got money here. That's why he referenced the elders. That's why, you see, that's why I keep saying on this show, our politics is situated and the way we practice politics in Liberia, it's almost like our public officials can deliberately impose poverty on our people to control them. Poverty is like a control tool, right? Because they understand the influence of these so-called elders. And when they bring money during election time, those people won't refuse those of money that will be thrown in any race, whether it's on the local level or on the county level, right? And this vice president, I don't think they are short of resources when it comes to this election. So whether it's about voter trucking, whether it's about rigging the election, they will do anything and everything possible. Seko, do you think they Amos Square and all those gathered in the unity party, do you think they're interested in Koga as a candidate? No, they have no interest in Koga. It's all about 2029 and this particular mandate coming from the president himself. But I could care less about Koga. The only thing is Koga is a hard sell. Because looking at past election and people that really understand Nima County politics, they say even in your own district, he had to truck people. So if a guy can truck in
he truck about 4,000 people to his own district.
Yeah, if a guy can truck in his own district because the district is a segment of the county, then it will become almost impossible for him to win an election in the entire county. Because right in your own backyard, he cannot perform. That's why the president, the vice president, and the entire government, they got their thumb on the scale in this particular election because Koga is not a new candidate. He's been there before. So I don't understand the essence of him going to the Senate at this point in time. No. So they are get there to see the election. That's how I was interpreting.
So that means they just there to see the election. But something happened yesterday. Sktv was informed that, during 2017 and 2023 election, Koga truck people not only from different districts to come to his district, not only from Montserrat, but Koga truck people from Ivory Coast through Logatu, and most of them voted in Campley. So somebody called us yesterday and said, "Are you guys paying attention?" I said, "What's going on?" He said, "Koga started bringing people again." Can you imagine? That's how much they're spending. Imagine bringing all the people just to be there. It would look like they're there way before the election day, because bringing them right on election day will somehow give an idea to people. So we'll see a lot of strange people. So right now, we are making this clearing call to the Liberian people, the Nima people in particular. You have to be vigilant. You got to shine your eyes. You got to open your eyes. There are a lot of people coming in. They are not from Nima. You know how? Let me tell you how.
I'm cutting you. I'll send you a video about what you just said, because there was a guy who did a recording before in past election about the vice president trucking people, and you could see them physically in line that they brought in. Just play that video. I don't know if you got time, or you can put in the screen for the audience. That's exactly what you just said. That's why I sent it to you.
Yeah, but somebody says it's not illegal to truck people, but it's illegal to truck voters from different countries when they are not Liberian. It's illegal. What are you talking about? Koga truck 4,000 people to your own district.
No,
I mean, people in your own district they don't want him. And I was even told that the people of his district, they want to vote for him this time around just to get him off their back. They don't be voting for him, but they want to vote for him so that they can be senator and he can lead their district so they can have somebody better. So let me see if I can find that video more he's talking about so we can play the video. But in the meantime, while we await Mabon to come on, the election is taking a different turn in our play. The reason why the vice president is deployed in Nimba, because first they say, "Oh, the election here It's just between two candidates. Oh, the election here, it will be this, it will be that. The election here is this, is that. But now, they are saying, they are hearing from the young people, they are hearing from the women, they are hearing from other people, and they know that today, in the entire Liberia, Nimba being a poor, people are not happy with the performance of this government. And they know that George Weah is in the CDC. They experienced this before. Right in the first year of George Weah presidency, second year, we had an election in 2019. Polita Way was George Weah, supported candidate. The reason why George Weah did not win that election for Polita Way because Liberian people were angry because of their performance. George Weah said, nowhere or Ure or DeLong can win an election because they had the surety, because they had the money. They had everything, and also it was in Monsuaro. And at the time, the mindset was that Monsuaro is the CDC stronghold.
Yeah, they're untouchable. Monsuaro.
So they saw what happened to CDC at the time. So because of that, now the president, in fact, somebody challenged the president on the show the other day. Oh, the president had not endorsed Kola. We know that president did it, but Unity Party or the president didn't do it. That's why they went to Uganda to do that. But let me tell you something. Something happened. Somebody went there, and the person recorded that, given what they have said, what they saw that day, and given the Unity Party that they know, and given what they saw in 2023, the Unity Party people, they are in fear. There's no momentum for them. They're just forcing it. They're forcing money on people. The people are not happy with them. They are not happy with their performance. I just want to add that there before Mabel can come back on. Liberian people are not happy, and they are saying that. So because of that, they are taking everything they have. They will compete, they will share money in Nimba, they will compete in Nimba more than they did in the general election in Nimba County. So Nimba people are not stupid. Nimba people are smarter, they are well educated, and anything that hurting other part of Liberia is hurting Nimba too. If other Liberians are not happy, for whatever reason, Nimba people are not happy. In fact, Nimba people being the victim. This is Nimba and Jamaica. They are not treating the Nimba people, rightly. And they will show it to them on the 22nd that we are not stupid people. They will be surprised. They will get a shock of their life. But anyway, everyone, welcome back.
Yes, good. Thank you, Mr. Kane. And you were talking about so many things for the region from the CDC 2019, when they were having the money, the leverage, the power, and so forth, and back to back. While you stay, they were still whipped or they were beating at the pool. So I think for me, I'm still having that belief that our people there in Nimba County, they will vote whosoever. For me, I'm still saying this. They will vote for whosoever. We just want, if we don't want intimidation, we don't want the people to be threatening our people on who to vote for, who not to vote for. Because like you were saying, Mr. Kana, quickly before maybe some of my colleagues come on, for me, I'm seeing like the people are still fighting hard for 2029. And Mr. Kana, for me, then I will believe that indeed these politicians, they don't care about the people. Because where in this world that someone will give you 6 years, there, for example, they gave you 6 years contract, and the 6-year contract having end year, but you are requesting for another 6 years, and you haven't even done anything in the first 1 or 2 years. No, nothing to even prove that yes, indeed, the people should give you additional agreement or contract. But to see our VP and the leader of the Unity Party people campaigning Like in fact, they just coming into I don't know, election process or maybe elections and people don't know what's going on. People not seeing exactly what's going on now. So no matter, there's no need to campaign. As long as you are doing well for the people, no need to campaign. Your workings or all the things you've been doing will speak for you. So for me to see the VP talking about he will go to all the trenches, he will go from bush to bush, from town to town, from village to village, then I agree with you that because they are not doing better, because they are not doing well for our people, so they say how to beg the people. I think they want to make the current anti campaigner now backing on the owner. So thank you, Mark or Muna interview.
Yeah.
But you know,
Let me come in. Sekou said something very profound, right? And he gave historical reference to Monserrato County. That's why I got a theory that the vice president is not there to campaign to convince the voter. He's there to secure the outcome of the election. The reason is very simple. When you are in the opposition, you can make promises. The moment you take the reign of office, people start looking for result. That is why the pressure is always on the party that won an election. We saw it with CDC. CDC believed that they were untouchable, that Monserrato County was their bait, that nobody could touch them until Delon exposed them. At a certain point in time, when the president is underperforming, it have a downward spiral effect on other candidates that will carry the president's banner. So against Polito Way, we saw what Delon did, and in Thomas Fala case, it was even worse. Thomas Fala got flogged worse than Polito Way because in Thomas Fala election, the anger and resentment was shown to George Weah. So people never saw Thomas Fala because Thomas Fala fixed more role and brought more transformer than even the managing director for LEC. But it still never translated into vote for CDC. I think Delon beat him in 14 out of the 17 districts in Monserrato County, including some districts that are traditionally sedition. That's one thing that I know. So I don't know this vice president what he would do because, like I said, Koga is a hard sell. If a man who cannot produce in his district, what make you think he will deliver for a county? Because the county is bigger than the district. It almost like saying, I can recite my timetable, but I'm going to solve calculus. It makes no sense. This guy is in a district, not 1 year, not 2 years, not 3 years, over a decade. If the president and the vice president will focus on him to come and sell him to you guys for the entire county, how can you even make the case that you can vote for a candidate like this? Because now you're talking about your entire county. We're talking about his district because his district is his personal district. But we are talking about the entire Nima County. I think 9 electoral districts, if I'm not mistaken, right? Nima County is 9, right? 9 in total. So that's it right there. That's what I'm saying. If they overplay their hand, we will get another Thomas Fala story in Nima County, and I said this on the show. Maybe they will use their money that influence the traditional chief, but I know Koga will not be chosen based on electability. It got to be something sinister, something that is against the electoral law. They will do something illegal just to guarantee this win. That's why I don't believe that the vice president is there to campaign. He's there to secure the outcome of the election. Yep.
So I think we should go on the line since we've been
more than likely
here for a while. Unless Muna and Mabel, Muna, you have something.
Let me just say something quickly and go to the line.
Sure.
You know, like what Mama was saying, yeah, like in your own district, you truck people to bring them in your district to tell you that you got no light. Now, because of that, the VP look at that, say, but they looking at they men truck people in your district. We have to go to that place. That people not gonna happen, but they came there to steal that vote because all the people will be trucking. They have to pay them, feed them, and even if they're election. That people should be very, very careful. They will get money. Say when you go, you vote to see, you take picture and thing. They won't pay your money, you can't pay your money. So they are doing that because if you know a party lost the election, and for sure they lost the election, but when they lost the election, it's a clear indication that they're just there for that time to elapse and then they leave. It's a clear indication this election. Now you see the level entire party, they're in the county. Because they know that the election, when they lost the election, is a clear indication that they put a tire. So they just be there just for that time to end and then they just leave that seat. So that's why you see the BBC, you're going from town to town. Imagine all the people they are talking coming in our place there. Their money spending, they put good at or trucking people, they good at stealing for the hook and crook thing. That what I meant that for. So but you very, very careful. And for shocking the party, they don't get no lie. That for the election, They will know that. We just there for I don't know finish so we can do a poor place. Thank you.
Thank you, Muna. So, maybe, I mean, how you guys want to do it? We're not going to open the line, or you
Yes,
going to open the line?
I think yes, I think let Mona take the calls from her end, and then maybe later on I will take call from here too. But
All right,
let me know
Muna.
why.
Because then go out to you. Okay, the SKTV show numbers to put a calls through 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105. This person. Good evening. Hello, Call, are you there?
Hello?
Good evening.
Yeah, how are you, Sis Mona?
I'm okay. Name and calling from where?
Well, I'm Samson. Well, I call you from Harris Market, Johnsonville.
Welcome, Samson. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I want to say thanks to all the panelists on the show tonight. And I one person who always cherish the show and follow the argument or the discussion on the show. More especially the guy called Mon in the States. I'm really one of his admirers. I really like the analysis and how he poses the issues. He's straightforward, he's blunt with the analysis. I want to say thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling. Good evening.
Yeah, hello.
You're live. Name and calling from where?
My name is Maurice Emmanuel Foy, calling from Puebla.
Welcome, Maurice. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I think the Lima County election is very, very challenging, but for me, I believe that Manakide Gongolo where we carry on. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling. This person. Good evening.
Hello?
Good evening. You're live. Name and calling from where?
Yes, I'm Augustine Walaulu. I'm calling from Duper Road, Subatan.
Welcome to Let's hear you. Go ahead.
Yes, those of us I associated with Nimba County, we got some of us got our children, we got somebody, our women from Nimba, meaning our daughters. We would like the people of Nimba County to read between the lines. Looking at Mr. Koga, who has spent 13 good years and cannot even show up at our house. And this Unity Party-led government don't have no competent person in Nimba to carry Koga. If the people of Nimba want to get into the political space for another bad reason, then let it continue. But we are watching them, and we know that the people of Nimba will make the rightful decision and not be victim of another political history.
Thank you so much for calling.
Good
evening.
Good evening.
Name and calling from where?
I'm Emmanuel Bobo. I call from Bolivia Community this week.
Oh, Mr. Bobo, welcome. Let's hear you from Bolivia.
Okay, thank you very much. Sooner the election in Lima will be very tough. And to my belief, Unity Party already left the election. You must just forgo the election. The video group in Lima County, and I believe they'll be shocked. Even the manner how you show the two of Lima County are wow. Because they felt that I'm sure that they're then betrayed. So the election, I'll be sure, is not for the Unity Party. They must just forget about the election. Because they already lost the election. That's my concern.
Thank you so much for calling. 081 14 35 04 0776 105 105. This person. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Name and calling from where?
Hey, Maurice, from Mother Black Community.
Welcome. Let's hear you, Maurice. Go ahead.
Yes, I want to give my letter on the upcoming election in Lima County. I want to emphasize on the Liberian money vote because of party. We should vote an individual because of his performance and his future life. But most of this time, people vote in Liberia because of parties. But I can assure you that this come election in my country, I think that the man thing like they produce to vote them. I don't forget about parties. We put in party who are all country. That was talking about in the nation. I think so.
Thank you so much for calling this person. Good evening.
Good evening, Mona.
Name and calling from where?
This is David King, and I do join you on my friend with this resident is healing.
David King, welcome. Let's hear you.
Thank you so much. You see, the people of Nima have to be very smart. Nobody should think that Samuel Koga, who is a failure already, they may have spent 1 decade and a half at the House of Representatives. He hasn't been able to be one Palawa hall in his district. And if the man can fail on a district and you want to take the entire county and put it in his chair, I don't see the logic in it. When you cannot manage a district, can you manage the entire county? You can. Absolutely not. You can do it. So the people of Nima County, they should put out a TV cap, not to listen to Jeremiah Kumpa. Jeremiah Kumpa, a desperation will lead him somewhere else. Okay, because they have gone over there. I saw the entire Unity Party executive members in Nima County. They move at they Amos Square, they continue square super violating the code of conduct, part 5 of the code of conduct that talk about government officials should not get involved in political activities. So why would people say something yesterday and they come today to do the very thing that they were complaining about? I thought the people were sophisticated enough to know what is right for this country. But what I have seen, Joseph Boga and his entire team, they are very much in F. They are greedy for power. The ineptitude is just too much, and liberal people should not give them that 12 seat. Let's look at Mark or Garrison or Edith. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This blessing. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Sis Mona.
Name and calling from where?
Yeah, my name is Apostle Kwesi Apostle.
Apostle, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, super program. Can I say this? You know, one thing I would want to say, most of we, the Liberian people, we were premature. So all our thinking is very premature. How you be vice president, you go in the people's country, because you're not from Liberia, he went to Sano County and they blocked him. And he left from there, he go back to Zima. So how you go to the county election time, like you say he's vice president, then you go to the place, tell the people say, the president say he's there to take the vote and get it then to the What's that premature statement is that? That's a premature. So let me tell them. Let me tell you, of course we say upon day or about thing, but when Opon and Jeremiah couldn't get in the race, Jeremiah was here. That's all I'm going to say. He didn't get better. Yeah, he got in our race. He will be there. So thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. I'll take 2 more calls and then I'll go back to Mabel. 081 14 35 04 07 76 105 105. This person. Good evening.
Hello?
Good evening, you're live. Name and calling from where?
Okay. My concern has to do with
your name.
The penny. Segunda is my name.
Oh, Segunda. Welcome, let's hear you.
Yeah. Okay. My concern has to do with the penny election in Lima County. It is about time that we, the Liberians, take, especially the Zimbabweans, to calculate on the future of their children and the generation unborn. We are sitting in this country complaining of no money. Hospital is not being catered to. Schools are not being catered to. Everything, we are living in a big dilemma. Then people are saying they want to bring a certain elected official to be senator to create another vacuum where they will call for another election which is so expensive, and we are complaining for money. Where are we? What kind of calculation are we putting into place, my people? Let the people of Lima County conscience judge them not to vote for them. One of us, Samuel Koga, because when they do it, they put the country into a big dilemma. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, you're live. Name and calling from where?
My name is William Cole, calling from Pagopin.
Welcome, William. Let's hear you.
And I want to give my view. Let me tell Past President Jeremiah Cohn, it should fool the people of Lima County because Koga was the senator for that country because I'm a son of Lima, but just for me, I don't really participate in the campaign business. Yeah, I'm a neutral man. I focus on my wife, and I'm focusing on campaign or election or behavior. So I just want to give that, and I'm my country the man because Koga will not be on senator for Lima. So that's my view there.
Thank you so much for calling. Mabel?
Muna, are you tired?
Okay, I just take calls.
Yeah, take more calls. Take more calls.
Okay.
If you tire, maybe take calls.
Good evening, Antaya. Good evening.
Hello.
You're
Good
live.
evening, Mom. How is it?
I'm okay.
Thank you. Also, I'm Owusu Video Prince Donald.
Mr. Donald, welcome. Let's hear you.
Okay, I do join you for Lower Marjorie County.
Okay, go ahead. Make your point.
For the election in Labrador, actually, it's confusing, especially for our ruling party. I'm really disappointed in this led government. Yes. So I mean, the Unity Party government, because the Unity Party government actually we use that mostly, form ourselves into them. At the end of the day, we just felt like we didn't want to redeem, but at the end of the day, nothing much we see. Some of us really regretting the meeting, the time, the second. And then now we are hearing that election in Nima County, the same people are the ones who standing out today again to say they want to again. No way. We Liberians, our eyes are open now. So since our parents maybe it happened at that time, we as the children now have come to redeem everything, to put everything under control, to be the right way.
Thank you.
Labrador for the Liberians. We come here about different people. Some of them say you have this background investigation. Some of them they are not from Liberia. They just come with too much sentence before. No, they won't know that, no this. So thank you for the topic on discussion.
Thank you so much for calling. This person. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am.
Name and calling from where?
I'm calling from Simi Tower. I'm from Seoul.
Welcome, Seoul. Let's hear you.
I appreciate all of you putting us there. I'm a regular listener to this program, but I'll get to today I want to.
Okay.
I know one of your panelists there well, Mr. Kenneth. I know him very well. But you see, I disagree with him seriously. Because he had never honestly Labrador for it. I'm going to be an immigration officer no Monday. I think we are assigned Banga. The sense the war he left for America. And I need to communicate with him through T.P. Harris, Dr. T.P. Harris. If he listens, let him stay alive. Through Dr. T.P. Harris, I communicated with him.
Okay.
And sitting down, he couldn't respond to us. But he feel our opposite. He acted Dr. Chenaway, that lady that on school. See, when she came to Liberia, the Liberian people ticket was coming worker ticket. And he was one of the persons that went against that policy. So the Liberian people not forget. I thank you.
All right. Good evening. This person. Good evening.
Good evening.
Name and calling from where?
I'm Emmanuel Doitia calling from Grandia County.
Mr. Tia, welcome. Let's hear you. Swaju.
Thank you very much. I love the topic on a discussion tonight. We Liberians, we need to be, we need to come to ourselves. We'll be crying for money, we'll be crying for aid, for other people, for when it comes to decision making in our country, we can be serious. How can somebody in position then you want to put them up? Why if we are crying saying no money in the country? So if you put it to the same position, you're coming to have another by-election. If having a by-election is another money. So we Liberians, we shouldn't be crying, then we expect for something good to come to us. The problem can come from ourselves. Seriously, it can come from ourselves. Because if
we look at Coca and put in there. Now we'll go for another by-election, then we come and spend another money. So I prefer people to vote people who want the position, who don't have something to do now. And you know, the woman to go in the home, he can be the one that can really go to the team. But most of them can support and their friends and women. So for me, I also the buyers to support the Bongo well. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling.
So yeah, so
when you are calls, you can take calls from that channel.
Maybe let me not rest more. Take some calls.
Yeah,
Take few calls. You know what happened? I'm gonna pin the number for the diaspora too, so people can call you.
Yes,
Maybe go ahead and take few calls.
All right. I want to go to the diaspora. Yeah.
I'll take calls. Yeah.
So the numbers here is 0. Okay, go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm okay. Nina calling from where?
Jimmy K.
Mr. Gay, welcome.
Kanta.
Let's hear you from Kanta.
Well, the election in Nima here, those who talking about money when Coca wins, they got to spend extra money. That money not coming from your pocket. It's government money.
Okay.
And when Coca wins, you can also contest for that representative seat. So those who do not have jobs to go and
go ahead.
So that there was a government money and a government role is spotted, and it's so easy. Yeah, my brother. But that was 07702031225. That's the number to
Let me take this call and then we'll go to you.
Yeah, no problem. I want you to even take calls from that end today. Yeah,
okay, no worries. Let me open the lines here. So let's go to my brother here, Abraham. Abraham, are you there?
Yeah, single?
Yeah, my man, you're alive.
Good afternoon, my brother. Good afternoon to Mom.
Abraham, before you talk, when everybody finish, the other man who called say I was immigration officer in Manga. Anyway, I'll respond to everybody later on. But go ahead, Abraham.
That description was so funny, and then I said, okay, I don't respond to this. But that's okay. But no, listen, great show and great topic. I like your statement on the process in my county. But so people, the Liberians electorates got to look beyond that NIMA election. The blatant violation of the laws and constitution of that country, I have never seen it on any region, not even under the mental region of Samyado. I mean, this is brazen, and the people are going, their action is unabated. In the face of a written law, they tell you that we will do this. This is a culture of impunity, and nothing you Liberians can do about this. Second, if you're having a senatorial election, a unity party-led government is brazen like this.
Yeah.
A senatorial election. What more about a presidential election? You think what they're going to do?
Yeah.
The opposition, their silence is deafening, because you will say, CDC, it might not be the right messenger for such a fight, but the opposition, the party is telling you that we'll obliterate you and you can do nothing about it, and we will impose our will on you and you have to live for it. This is a culture of impunity. For them, they appointed an ombudsman in person of Lamy Margoy. They appointed that. And this guy is sitting over there, and nothing has been done. You have a secretary general of the ruling party. You got a vice president of the ruling party.
Yeah.
They are going in and telling you, the president sent us here, and we must make sure that this election is done, and we take it back to him. Brazenly, they're telling you in your face. And nothing has been done about it. If they can do this for a by-election, senatorial election, The presidency, they're going to tell you that we will do everything and we will hijack it, and you will do nothing. This is evident by the fight in the Senate circle. This is a bigger thing that people, the opposition, need to amalgamate and need to collaborate and be forceful and definite on issues, not just to really shady or press statements and allow these people to go on answer like this circle. It's appalling, and this democracy is being trampled upon. These people are literally urinating and defecating on the Constitution and the bylaws of that country circle. That's why I just wanted to point out, and this call needs to be amplified.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much, as always. Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you so much, Abraham. So let's take the next caller here. Caller, what is your name and where you calling from? 401 number.
Yeah, my name is Emmanuel Chia. I'm from Rhode Island, New Jersey.
Emmanuel Chia?
Okay. Yes. Thank you so much. I'm from Nima. I hear from District 4, Nima County.
Okay. Welcome, my brother.
Yeah. Oh, this election is very important to us. You know, sometimes when I hear people talking about Koga, and sometimes I think about how we are thinking. I don't know what is happening to us. This is a man that been in power for almost a decade plus. We can't see anything that has to do with developing our country. The only thing we see is violence. Koga is one of the cause today. Our capital building is looking at the way it is right now. It's a noise. So should we allow Koga to go in the Senate and carry on the same attitude? Nope. I listened to the vice president saying this is a man that got a character in Prince Johnson. Even though we will vote for him, but now we do the paperwork. Is that what we're voting for? Or now to do the paperwork? So I'm asking the buyer to be careful. We got a lot of people that we can trust with our country. We got the life of Garrison Yellow, the life of Eden Congo Woy, the life of Mark Groom, Dr. Gompu. They're all there. Why can't we think that way?
Yeah. Thank you, my brother.
No matter what is happening, we need to think, man. Thank you, Seko.
Thank you. So we will continue to take calls here. But while anybody call, the person can interrupt us. We will be more than happy to take the call. But Monk, let's get your reaction quickly based on what we just heard. Because me, I will respond to the guy I'm a friend who know me from Banga Immigration Office.
I was just about to, I will confirm with Konoyan. He always on the show. My dad, he always here. The former immigration or personal manager, chief of personnel. So you saw no immigration. One don't say who are part of immigration. So I will check with Colonel Dixon Yan to verify that information.
Yeah,
TV man, say who are immigration officer. But anyway, that said, we here and everything is up to the people of Nima County. I know they won't disappoint us, and I'm hoping they won't disappoint. For me, I'm not here to keep attacking Koga, but in election, it's all about logic, right? You can get an emotional thing going. But the question is, we're talking about USAID cut. We're talking about the government talking about postponing payment because they won't be able to cover the missing revenue. And you want to keep creating a condition. Like a simple math. You're going to spend at least over 1.5 or 2 million. Think about the trucking. Think about the people they have to give money to the elder. At the end of the day, that election will cost you anywhere between 5 or 6 million. Are you telling me in a country now that is cash scrap, that we got deficit coming, we cannot even make up for cut in USAID funding? You want to give a guy who is already a sitting lawmaker, been there for more than 13 years, if not more than 13. What is it? As in, how can your county benefit? Look, Sktv is not only here to bash Koga. We just want you to do the simple analysis between the candidates. You got tons of options. It was the same thing we saw in 2023. You have options and you will always have options. The problem comes down to your choices. And when you cannot make better choices, like we keep saying Sktv, one simple question I will ask. It's almost like you are father of one and you can't even feed your own child. Then someone say, oh, bring you 9 extra, we'll bring you 9 children to take care of. Come on now. You don't need to go to school, man. You don't need to do hard thinking. You got one child that's staying with you. The child passing around the community, they are dead looking, they can't eat on time. Then somebody said, no, we're going to bring 8 more to come add it to this one. Man, people that are right there, I don't know how to say it. And our chief or correspondent here, or Steve, who can do the simple English, I don't know if he can put it any better than the way how I put it, because our old man in the market, the farm, it's common sense. You get one child, you can feed that child. He got Johnny Tier, boy, he all the community writer, he get even table on time. Then somebody said, no, bring in 8 more. Y'all agree? I think that's the question for the buying there. We're looking up, we look forward to that.
Thank you, Monk. We didn't buy, when I agree. When I agree. So yeah, when I like to hear from you, man. Well, I mean, what say you based on what we
No, the callers, they all spoke well. They all spoke their mind. They all hoping that the buyers can make that decisions come Tuesday, the 22nd of April. Because it just seemed to me saying, they get one room. You can plaster it. And they give you and 2 you plaster, you can plaster it again. Like I just said that. So, but I know our people in my county will make that decisions that will bring changes in this country, the county, all of the ways. Thank you, Ms. Ken.
Maybe you want me to go so you can go be the last, or you want to go?
Yes, I think let me close up, but then you go. Yes, you go ahead.
So, first of all, the brother who called and said that he know me very well, that we used to talk, I think he mistaken me for somebody else. Yes, I have a security background and know a lot of people back in the day and even up to present, but I never served in immigration. One of our brothers, but his last name Kenneth, but his first name was not Echo. So I don't want to give that person an idea as to who that person was, but I used to have a brother who used to work with immigration. He used to be assigned to Salala Gate in Bon County, but he was not in Banga. But that's not me. Yes, I do have a background working in security apparatus. Not one, not two, but immigration is not one of them. I work and collaborate with a lot of different people, security agencies, whether it's NSA, whether it's NBI, FBI, or DIS. All of those security agencies, we ask people there, they will say, yeah, okay, I'm not Sekou. But immigration, I had a lot of people, even though my name is Sekou. But again, that's not the point. We are not coming here to bash or disrespect anybody. Not our president, not our vice president. They are the leaders right now. We are only here to call them out when they make mistake, when they are not doing the right thing. And what they are doing right now is not right. So the person who said the money they're spending for another by-election, they're not money coming from somebody's pocket, that the government money. Government I got tree somewhere where they can go pick the money from. That the people money. The people money. They're not a tree, the government tree where you can go, that tree can just be, producing money. You see, all the taxes we've been paying, even some other here will send money to all there in Labrador. The taxes that they can be taken from there, that they put money there. All the things that are coming into our port, whether the foreigner bringing it or the Labrador people bringing it, they can pay money. The taxes they can pay, that money, that Labrador people money, in our government money, the government not own it. And that money is supposed to be used for you, not for them to put it in their pocket or for them to use it for their political party. That money that you're talking about, $2 million can buy ambulance for a whole country. You got plenty of clinic hospital then right now in Labrador where you don't got no ambulance. Pregnant women can be in pain. You got to put her on the motorbike. So they put it on the hammer and take them. That money that's going to be wasted, it can help. We got a lot of clinic and hospital, they have no medication, no glove. When you take your woman there, your man, your pa there for sick, they say you must pay for glove. That money can do more. That money can even help you get clean drinking water in your area. They can even do pump or run a pipe to get safe drinking water for you. That money, it can do plenty things. It can buy a lot of benches, put it in school buildings. So children, they stay on the floor. So that your money, they're not the government put money, not the government money. I'm speaking the way I'm speaking just for you to understand exactly what it is. They're not the government money. Government ain't got no tree somewhere where they can go pick the money from. The Labrador put money. And it should be used for the Labrador people. And not should be used for themselves or for their party. Okay? So I hope you understand that. They're not government money. The Labrador put money. Government money, the Labrador put money, yeah? So maybe we'll go ahead.
Yeah, and Mr. Cannon, thank you for educating that caller. And you know, that's why sometimes when we come here, we don't just want to be talking only politics. We also want to educate our people because they don't even know some of these things. Because you know, the people make things to look like the people should always go to them. Yeah. All right. So the people should always go to them. I don't know if I'm Muna or what I'm getting.
Yeah, so
yeah, I don't know where you're coming from, Muna, you're coming from Mongo. But anyway, so the politicians, they make the system look like let the people always beg them for anything that they want. So I think that man, I think you don't even understand why he's saying that. Indeed, the money is government money, so people shouldn't talk, even no matter how they use it. But again, Mr. Carter, let me say thanks to all of our callers, all of you who call in, those of you that even try, but maybe unfortunately couldn't get through. Also, let me say thanks to all of you. You know, like Mr. Connor and other monks say, for us here, we have no, maybe apart from Mr. Connor, who is a politician now, but for some of us here, we have no sir, we have no, for me, anybody you're full for in Nimba County, that's it. That's the choice. That's what you want. My only problem is don't insult other candidates or don't load down on other candidates and don't cheat. That's it. Simple and plain. Thank you so much, Mr. Kane.
So before I go, let me say this to our people. If you're in Europe and you want to be associated with CMC, you want to see the leaders, the political leader and other leaders of CMC, you're in Europe, there's no better place to be than Manchester in the UK. We'll be there. You want to see us, you want to talk to us, we're also going to have a town hall meeting there with the Liberian community in England. So if you're anywhere in Europe, you are more than welcome to come there to see us, to see the political leader and associate with CMC. Will be, people will start landing in England starting from tomorrow. Mabel, thank you so much. We appreciate you. And to our people in Nimba County, please don't vote for Koga. Koga already got a job for 6 years. Koga was just elected 2023. They made a representative. Let them keep that seat, yeah? We don't want no more. We don't want another by-election to waste our people money. Don't vote for Mark Blue. Mark Blue is the right person. Thank you, Mabel.
Thank you. And let me say thanks to all of our viewers. Those of you here that are always following us, our own, all of you, man. In fact, hopefully tomorrow we will recognize all of you. Sorry that we are already out of time, but thank you so much for always burning your data and making sure that you follow us on the SKTV show all of the time. Good night from our end here. We see you again. That will be on tomorrow by the grace of the Almighty God. I'm Johnson Mayban. Could I catch you when I catch you? That will be tomorrow. Good night from